Douglas McGrath was an American screenwriter, film director, and actor. He received various accolades, including nominations for an Academy Award, BAFTA Award, Tony Award, and Primetime Emmy Award. McGrath was best known for his work on Infamous, Emma, and Bullets Over Broadway. McGrath died from a heart attack at his office in Manhattan on November 3, 2022, at the age of 64. Noel McCoy was a British soul music singer. His music was a collection of soul, gospel, funk, and northern soul. Noel has recorded, performed and toured with many big names including Stevie Wonder, Kool and the Gang, Gladys Knight, George Clinton, Womack and Lonnie Liston Smith. McCoy died in November 3, 2022, at the age of 62. Doris Grumbuch was an American novelist, memoirist, biographer, literary critic, and essayist. She published many novels highlighting and focusing on gay and lesbian characters. For 2 decades, she and her partner, Sybil Pike, operated a bookstore, Wayward Books, in Sargentville, Maine. She received the Bill Whitehead Award for Lifetime Achievement from Publishing Triangle in 2000. Doris died in Kennett Square on November 4, 2022, at the age of 104. Aaron Carter was an American rapper, singer, and actor. He came to fame as a pop and hip-hop singer in the late 1990s, establishing himself as a star among preteen and teenage audiences during the first years of the 21st century with his 4 studio albums. He was the younger brother of the Backstreet Boys' Nick Carter. Aaron was found dead in his bathtub on November 5, 2022. The cause of death was deferred, pending a toxicology report. His final album, Blacklisted, was released 2 days after his death. Jeff Cook was an American country music artist, a Grammy-winning co-founder of one of the most successful country bands, Alabama. As a guitarist, fiddle player and vocalist in Alabama, Cook helped sketch a blueprint for what a hit-making group can achieve in country music. Cook battled Parkinson's disease for a decade. He died from complications of the disease in Destin, Florida, on November 7, 2022, at the age of 73. Leslie Phillips was a British actor who, in a career that began before World War II, played numerous comic roles, utilizing his ding-dong and hello catchphrases. He then reached new generations of filmgoers when he provided the voice of the Sorting Hat in the Harry Potter films. Phillips suffered 2 strokes 6 months apart at the age of 90. After a long illness, he died at his home in London on November 7, 2022, at the age of 98. Dan McCafferty was a Scottish vocalist and songwriter best known as the lead singer for the hard rock band Nazareth, from its founding in 1968 to his retirement from touring with the band in 2013. Nazareth established international audience with their hits Hair of the Dog and Love Hurts. McCafferty died on November 8, 2022, at the age of 76, from a pulmonary disease. Fred Hickman was an American sports broadcaster with CNN, TBS, Yes Network, and ESPN. He was later an anchor and managing editor for the evening newscast of the African American Black News Channel. Hickman was an original co-host of the CNN show Sports Tonight in 1980. He received Cable ACE Awards in 1989 and 1993, and was a New York Sports Emmy Award winner in 2004. Hickman died peacefully in hospital after battling liver cancer on November 9, 2022, at the age of 66. Gary Roberts was an Irish musician best known as founding member and the lead guitarist with the Boomtown Rats, a rock band which came into being in 1976, fronted by lead singer Bob Geldof. Roberts died on November 9, 2022, at the age of 72. No cause of death has been announced. Susan Tolsky was an American actress best known for her character role as Biddy Klum in series Here Come the Brides and as Bernadette Van Gilder in Madam's Place. She turned to voice acting in the late 1980s. Tolsky died in North Hollywood on October 9, 2022, at the age of 79, of natural causes. Kevin Conroy was an American actor, best known as the voice behind the DC Comics superhero Batman, beginning with the 1990s animated series. With a distinctively deep and raspy voice, Mr. Conroy spent more time playing Batman than any other actor, without ever showing his face. He voiced Batman for 3 decades across almost 36 television shows, movies, and video games. Conroy died in New York City from intestinal cancer on November 10, 2022, at the age of 66. Nick Turner was an English musician, best known as a member of space rock pioneers Hawkwind. Turner played saxophone and flute, as well as being a vocalist and composer. He was known for his experimental free jazz stylizations and outrageous stage presence. Nick died on November 10, 2022, at the age of 82. Gallagher was an American comedian, well known for his observational and prop comedy catchphrases, as well as for smashing watermelons as part of his act during 1980s. For more than 30 years, he played between 100 and 200 shows a year, destroying tens of thousands of melons with the sledgehammer he called the Sledge-O-Matic. Gallagher died on November 11, 2022, at the age of 76. The comedian had been ill for some time, having had several heart attacks over the years. John Aniston was a Greek-born American actor, best known for his role as Victor Kyriakis on the NBC daytime drama series Days of Our Lives, which he has played continually for 37 years. The role earned him a Daytime Emmy Award nomination, and he received a Daytime Emmy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2022. He was the father of actress Jennifer Aniston. Aniston died on November 11, 2022, at the age of 89. Keith Levine was an English guitarist and musician, best known for performing with The Clash and Public Image. His punk and post-punk guitar sounds have been described as both melodic and discordant, sonorous and violent. Massive Attack described Levine as an artist, architect, and reinventor of punk rock. Levine died on November 11, 2022, at the age of 65, from liver cancer. Bud Friedman was an American actor, producer, and comedy legend who founded the iconic comedy club franchise, The Improv, which launched careers of the biggest names in comedy. In 1963, he changed the world of comedy by creating the first comedy club for the masses to come together in laughter. Friedman died in Los Angeles on November 12, 2022, at the age of 90 from heart failure. Anthony Johnson was an American mixed martial artist, ex-UFC challenger, better known by his nickname Rumble, because of his one-punch knockout power. During his fighting days, he earned some big wins against high-level opponents inside and outside the octagon. Rumble passed away on November 13, 2022, after a long battle with illness, at the age of 38. Sue Baker was an English motoring journalist, writer, TV presenter, and animal lover. She is well known for presenting the original format of Top Gear from 1980 to 1991. She has been described as a pioneer for women in automotive journalism and media. Baker died on November 14, 2022, after a brave battle with motor neuron disease, at the age of 67. Virginia McLaurin was an American social worker, activist, and supercentenarian. She gained national attention after a video of her dancing with Obamas at White House went viral in 2016. McLaurin died peacefully in Maryland on November 14, 2022, at the age of 113. Veronica Hurst was a British film, stage, and television actress who dated Peter Ustinov and made her film debut alongside Audrey Hepburn. She enjoyed an enduring career as an elegant leading lady in a spate of film and television roles in the 1950s and 1960s. By the early 1960s, she began to act frequently in both British and American television series. Hurst died on November 15, 2022, just 4 days after her 91st birthday. Mick Goodrick was a popular American jazz guitarist who spent most of his career as a teacher. In the early 1970s, he worked with Gary Burton and Pat Metheny. Along with his work as a jazz teacher, Mick was an amazing musician, successful author, and clinician. Goodrick passed away suddenly on November 16, 2022, at the age of 77, from Parkinson's disease. Nikki Acox was an American actress and musician, known for her roles in Supernatural, Cold Case, Jeepers Creepers 2, Perfect Stranger, and The X-Files, I Want to Believe. She released her debut EP, Red Velvet Room, in 2015, which contained 5 songs of her own original music. Acox's cause of death was not disclosed, but she revealed in 2021 that she had been diagnosed with leukemia and was fighting through chemotherapy. She died from the illness on November 16, 2022, at the age of 47. Robert Clary was a French-American actor, singer, author, artist, and lecturer. He is best known for his role in the television sitcom Hogan's Heroes, 1965 to 1971. He also had recurring roles in the soap operas The Bold and the Beautiful and Days of Our Lives. Clary died at his Los Angeles home on November 16, 2022, at the age of 96. Brandon Smith, known professionally as B. Smith, was an American singer, songwriter, and dancer, best known for songs Twerkaholic and Ride Good. Smith rose to fame after posting covers of well-known tracks on YouTube. He signed a deal with the legendary Motown Records in 2012. Smith died from pulmonary fibrosis on November 17, 2022, at the age of 30. Ned Rorem was an American composer and writer of contemporary classical music. He is best known for his art songs, which number over 500. His other works include operas, concertante, piano music, as well as choral, chamber, and orchestral works. He won a Pulitzer Prize for music in 1976. Rorem died at home in Manhattan on November 18, 2022, at the age of 99. Danny Kalb was an American guitarist and vocalist who led the downtown blues scene in New York during the 1960s and 1970s with his band The Blues Project. His groups were respected by musicians on the scene for their tendency to experiment with new forms. Kalb died from cancer on November 19, 2022, at a nursing home in Brooklyn at the age of 80. Jason David Frank was an American actor and mixed martial artist. He was best known for his role as Tommy Oliver in the original run of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and other shows. Frank died in Texas on November 19, 2022, by suicide at the age of 49, 4 months after wife filed for divorce. Frank is survived by 4 children. Joyce Bryant was an American singer, dancer, and civil rights activist who achieved fame in the late 1940s and early 1950s as a theater and nightclub performer. With her signature silver hair and tight mermaid dresses, she became an early African-American sex symbol, garnering such nicknames as the Bronze Blonde Bombshell and the Black Marilyn Monroe. Later in her life, she became a vocal coach. Joyce died on November 20th, 2022, at the age of 95. Mickey Coon was an American actor who started his career as a child actor, active on-screen during the golden age of Hollywood, from the 1930s until the early 1950s. He was the last living star of the movie Gone with the Wind, 1939. Mickey left the entertainment industry in 1956 after serving 4 years in the U.S. Navy, and later went on to work for American Airlines until 1995. Actor died at a hospice facility in Naples, Florida, on November 20th, 2022, at the age of 90. Wilko Johnson was an English guitarist, singer, and songwriter. He played for the band Dr. Feelgood and had a formative influence on the British punk movement. Johnson also had a career in acting, most famously appearing as the royal executioner Eileen Payne in the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. He died on November 21st, 2022, at the age of 75, from pancreatic cancer. Bernadette Mayer was an American poet, writer, and visual artist associated with both the Language Poets and the New York School. Mayer first gained real prominence with her diaristic 1971 work Memory. In the course of her career, Mayer penned some 30 books of poetry and prose. In the 1970s, she played a significant role in the community surrounding the Poetry Project at St. Mark's Church in New York. Mayer died on November 22, 2022, at the age of 77. Irene Cara was an American singer and actress, best known for singing and co-writing the theme tune to the 1983 film Flashdance, for which she won the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Cara also portrayed Coco Hernandez in the 1980 musical film Fame. Cara died at her home in Miami, Florida on November 25, 2022, at the age of 63. Cause of death is currently unknown. Freddie Roman was an American stand-up comedian, best known for his frequent appearances at Borscht Belt hotels. Roman co-wrote and starred in the stage show Catskills on Broadway, as well as appearing in several films. Roman headlined at resort venues and continued to perform well into his later years. Comedy Central star died in Boynton Beach on November 26, 2022, at the age of 85, after suffering a heart attack. Louise Tobin was an American jazz singer and musician. Tobin was a highly popular singer during the 1930s and 1940s alongside her former husband and trumpet player, the late Harry James. She performed in multiple bands during her career that were led by the likes of Benny Goodman, Will Bradley, and Bobby Hackett. Tobin is said to have helped discover the music icon, Frank Sinatra. She died at the home of her granddaughter in Carrollton, Texas on November 26, 2022, aged 104. Renato Balestra was an Italian fashion designer, the founder of the Balestra brand and company. Balestra's passion for cinema led him to design costumes for Ava Gardner, Sophia Loren, and Elizabeth Taylor, among other Hollywood A-listers. He was a pioneer in creating unisex collections on co-ed catwalks. Designer Renato Balestra, a doyen of Italian couture, died in Rome on Saturday, November 26, 2022, aged 98. Clarence Gilliard was an American university professor, actor, and author. As a performer, he appeared in film, television, and stage productions. He is best known for supporting roles in the movies Top Gun and Die Hard, and for starring in the TV series Matlock and Walker, Texas Ranger. Gilliard died on November 28, 2022, after a long illness, at his home in Las Vegas, Nevada, at the age of 66. Christine McVie was an English musician and singer, best known as a member of the British-American band Fleetwood Mac, which she joined in 1970. As a singer and the band's keyboardist, Christine had been responsible for some of the multi-million-selling group's best-loved songs, including Little Lies and Say You Love Me. She also released 3 solo albums. Her lyrics focused on love and relationships. McVie passed away peacefully at hospital on November 30th, 2022, following a short illness, at the age of 79.